All right, next up. Yes, he was on here at Taft, we did his thing here. And he's moving on his record along the way, and this is not going to let Anyway, give it up to the one only, the assistant editor of the Norwegian one only, CM to the damn line.
Forever damned, man.
Before I start, could I get everybody to shout at the top of their lungs the words "Poetry Lives" on the count of three? I need this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was the most amazing soulgasm ever.
Okay, so I have two, of course. First one, Chris, you, I know you know this one. This tickled you when you first heard it. Well, one part anyway. The Diagonal Man. Fire hands, stand at attention! Awake in the halls of monotonous castles, monastery mongoose rebel against the cathedral cardinal cobras. No taste for intellect, only a fight to the pain. Someone shot the bird in a foolish feline's alleyway, a feeble mistake for the dogs of the food chain. Qui loquitur turpiloquium, you may speak your unproductive four-letter words whilst rabbis converse with their fellow members of the congregation. The sum of our uses are kept in solitary confinement under King's Court order. A game of guess the telephone mantra plays in the distance. Listen, child, to the scramble chanting. Gnaw with the knaves in the Concord caves. Gnaw with the knaves in the Concord caves. Gnaw with the knaves in the Concord caves. Gnaw with the knaves and the grapes I gave. Gnaw with the knaves and the native braves. Gnaw with the knaves and the wolves they crave. Gnaw with the knaves who shall never be saved. Gnaw with the knaves and the Concord graves. Would you like to taste an elderly splinter? The deadwood was split apart like a desperate atom from Einstein's clavicle. Dash it all, skeptics! Divine interventions arise from medicine cabinets to bedraggled city pavements. Funny. One would usually ponder about a vivid imagination that stems from a flogging every Saturday night. That is the way, they like it. From 2 miles away, we can see a thumping amputee, confused and shaken as if he viewed the chained ghost of Marley and Tiny Tim, his only ally. God bless us, almost everyone. Albino amnesia takes over the judicial side of this torpid, politically incorrect Congress. Red pens on every document. Jonah's comedian said that a vice president could be assassinated. A whole crowd of Danes jeered when trigger-happy Secret Service bouncers reply eventually. Sisters in arms, hypnotize yourselves to jump your continent's gun. The ultimate mind works diagonally. Creative right-brained male writes with a superstitious left devil hand. The heart of choice in between feels quite purgatorial. Thank you. I have so many great memories here. I've enjoyed every second coming here for about two years. Jeez, where are my dentures? So I'm gonna close this off with the very first poem I've ever read here. I am not your journal. I am not your journal, a random pair of ears for you to spit meaningless words into. And I am not the red handprints that you deliberately placed on my vulnerable face after an anger session. Not so hard next time, doll. And I am not your wasted tears falling on priceless glass after your infidelity confession. And I am not the scattered soil you constantly kick when the going gets tough. The silent earth dirt includes feelings too, you know, like all undeserving humans. And I am not your moron spouse, putting up with your sky-high ego and unfair hair. The bills cost more than your dismal life. And I am not your journal, full of pathetic print and cursive carvings, containing thought stories and suicide poems. Get a life, you attention whore. And I am not your dream. Go wake up in a dungeon filled with no remorse and broken memories. And I am not the hated race that you portray us monsters to be. Go fuck yourself, you bigot. And I am not the poet you thought I was. I am stronger and tougher-hearted. I deserve better than you, scum. You are dead dust to me. And I am not as sane as you remember. Every wall is white and cushioned. Every house is overflowing with men in white suits who administer ending lobotomies. And I am not your punching bag. Take your anger out on the steel trees and brick houses. My face must stop its constant bleeding. And I am not your journal, ink-scratching, letter-racing, mind-changing, memories fading. And I am not your memories, distant flashbacks with no discussion value. Your twisted mind makes the room go silent. And I am not a rat, no attention, no love, scraps of food and plenty of filth to lounge around in. And I am not a typical man. I live for love and romance. I breathe the power of togetherness, and I eat commitment with a fork and knife. And I am not your journal, psychotic sentences with polluted punctuation, time to burn this forbidden book, and I am not going to take your shit another day more. Thank you all so much.
All right, next up we have Chuck.